Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is my Gen 3 2024 CForce 800. Yes, I said it. The 800. I got the 800 instead of the 1000. I'm going to tell you why I did that. The reason I did that is because a lot of you are going to want to know about the 800 and what the difference is between the 800 and the 1000. A lot of you are not going to want to buy the 1000, but there is a lot of you that will buy the 1000. I'm going to tell you everything about this bike is identical to the 1000. The difference is the motor. That's the only difference. Yes, we already have clutch kits coming for that model. Yes, these clutches are for the 800 and the 1000 in that model, the Gen 3. These don't fit any other CFMOTO, just those two. We are already in the works for the clutching. I can tell you right now that this thing is butter smooth from the factory. They did a great job on that. However, it does lack a little bit in the power department. It has plenty for being an 800, but you can tell it's corked back a little bit. It will spin the tires and it will pull the front end up and it will do 80 miles an hour. That's as far as I've had it. Felt like it would go a little bit more than that, but when I took it up the street, I got it to 80 and ran out of road. So there's that. I will have more footage on it as we go and ride this thing. Let's fire it up here. I want to show you guys just how smooth this is. Shifting. We are on an incline. As you can see, I'm rolling. Park. Comes out of park just fine. Reverse. Neutral. High. Low. I played with this and played with this and played with this, and I have not been able to get it to jam up. One little gripe so far is the handbrake. You have to crank on this thing to set that. And it doesn't release, it sticks. CFMOTO needs to work on that. Come on. Okay, I got it because it was a fight. My 16-year-old son could not do that. So that is a downside with that, but nonetheless, not a huge deal. It may even break in as you use it. I don't know, but the other models of the CForces are not like that. You can go right into this awesome display right here and let's see, switch the modes. There's a mode button right there. You can switch the modes, work, sport, normal. I want to show you guys in sport mode how smooth this thing is in reverse. It does still have a slight jerk to it. See, I don't know if the camera will pick it up. It does still have a slight jerk. It could be a little smoother, and I'm sure it will be once we dial in the clutches. There's high gear. High gear is very smooth. It seems to be. Okay, very smooth. Let's see low. Low is smooth too. But like I said, you can tell these clutches are corked back and not putting the power to the ground like they could. And we'll be working on that soon. Let's try and do that in normal mode. Okay, so for whatever reason, normal mode is a little bit aggressive. Even in reverse. Yeah, it not that smooth and normal. Let's try, okay. High, see what high does. High is smooth and normal. High is pretty smooth and normal. Let's try work mode. Let's go in reverse. Okay, reverse is still a little on the jerky side. Not horrible, guys. It's not horrible at all, really. High. High is very smooth in work. Very smooth in work. Okay, let's do low. Low is very smooth in work mode as well. So I guess it depends upon what mode you're in, but it could be smoother in all those modes. And we're gonna make it that way. So, while we're playing here, you hit this enter button and it takes you through. Now this is not touchscreen. A lot of people are asking that. Is it touchscreen? You have driving mode. Wait a minute. Driving mode. work, sport, normal, okay, which you can access just using this button. Then you have downhill assist control. I do not know how that works, but we will dive into it. And it is turned on. So DAC will activate the engine braking when the vehicle is going downhill. Now, one thing I will say, there's nothing electronic in the clutches. So I don't know if it's like, if it has a sensor, I forget what they call it, a gyroscopic sensor that senses it's going downhill and then automatically applies enough throttle to keep the clutch engaged. I don't know how that would work, but I'm assuming that's how it works. It's got warning. Let's see, the phone. We will never be connecting our phone to this. Let's go back in. Enter EPS mode. So you can go in and you can change your input of your steering. And I feel no difference. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Okay, there it changed. Let me change that. That feels about the same. Oh, yeah. Minimum, yeah. It feels like all the other CFMOTOs feel like right now. And I'll tell you right now, I want that one because I don't want that easy at high RPM. So let's go back. Connection, that's your phone. Brightness of the screen. Subject style, what is that? Oh, no doubt. So you can change the layout of the screen. That is cool stuff. I like that one. Huh. Okay, I like the one that it's on. So we're going to leave that. Time setting, units, we don't need that. Language, reset all. Okay, so that's about it. The shocks, unfortunately, are not a piggyback shock. I wish that they were, so you had more adjustment. I'll let you guys know how it rides when I get it off-road, hopefully coming up. Maybe I'll try and take it to our Mines and Meadows event. I don't know, because I want to take the turbo. Turbo is a lot more cooler than this thing. One thing I do not like, now that this is just going over it as I see things. I've only owned it like 10 minutes. So I don't like the exhaust being out here. That does feel cool. So does the exhaust. So it ain't been running long enough. But I think once this plate heat soaks, somebody's going to get burnt bad. I like the design before where the exhaust was a little bit more protected. That's another thing. The exhaust isn't that protected if you back up into something. So hopefully they design some sort of a bumper that will protect that exhaust and keep people from touching it. It has the hitch receiver, same as the other ones. Looks like it uses the same front and rear differentials. On the exception of, that looks like a differential out of a side-by-side. So that looks like the Q860. And that looks like a Q890. So, but I don't know. It could be still different. Hard to say until I dig in. Sway bars, front and rear. That's good for stability. Not so good on off-camber stuff. So some of you may want to delete those. It has the same exact foot pegs as the Overland 1000 and the 800XC. Same foot pegs. It's got really nice storage. I will say that seems to close really nice. They did a good job with these grommets. Got room in there. Let's see, you got storage back here for the battery. So you got your battery right back there. Oh, I can see that. How that's gonna go. I'll get that when we're done. No rear storage in the back like the previous models. Under here is all your fuses, all your fluids, your OBD2 ports, so if you have codes, you can read them with a regular scanner. Fuses in there. And that looks to be about it. It's got pretty cool looking LEDs. Got a white LED that goes all the way across. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, very nice unit here. Seems to be very smooth right out of the box. Again, still needs performance stuff, at least for us performance junkies. I say we'll take it for a ride in one of the next videos coming up and get you guys an overall honest opinion of how it is. Should you buy one? Should you wait? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm no fan of buying the first year of anything. The only reason I did is because I need this for testing, for performance stuff, for ECU tunes, for exhaust mods, uni mods, the whole 9 yards. I need this thing, regardless of any bugs. So I got it, and I got a good deal on it, so I couldn't pass it up. I personally would never, ever, 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 as a user, as somebody who depends upon this thing every time they go out, I would never buy the first year of anything. I would wait at least a minimum of 2 years. That's the general rule of thumb, because truth is, you are the test dummy for manufacturers. It's you that is the test subject. Do you want to put your money up to be a test subject? No. You should be testing things for free, not costing you money. Am I saying this is going to be a bad unit? No, I'm not. I have a feeling it's going to be a perfectly good unit, but it does have a redesigned engine. It does have a redesigned clutch. It has redesigned electrical. It's not the chassis and the suspension components I'm worried about. It's the engine, the clutch, the driveline, the electrical system. That is the things that I'm worried about, because it's all new stuff. And we are the test dummies here. So if you do, make your choice wisely. Again, not saying this is a bad machine. I'm not telling you that it's a good machine, because I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody's had them long enough to know. If somebody tells you that, yeah, it's a great machine, they're lying out their teeth. Because as it stands at this video, nobody has had these long enough to give you an honest review. And that's what we're going to do. So stay tuned to our channel. We're going to run it stock. We're not going to modify it for a little while. And we're going to give you our honest opinion. We are one of the only YouTube channels on the market that gives honest opinions, because we are not affiliated by CFMOTO in any way, shape, or form. So you can count on a great, honest opinion, because we spend our hard-earned money on all of this stuff. If you're new here to the channel, we have multiple CFMOTOs. We have this Gen 2. We have KO S200. We have this build here. This is a 2019 U-Force 1000. We did a full custom 72-inch long travel King suspension build on. It's built to race. It's got a turbo. It's got a HO engine in it. Iron extinguisher, steering wheel, racing seat, all the fancy race car buttons. This is our race build. We pour all of our hard-earned money into these things to give you guys the best review. I have an OG 800 I've had since 2019. I have the Gen 1 CForce 1000 Overland. I have a 600 Touring. I have a 1000 XL. I have CFMOTO street bikes. We have multiple CFMOTO machines that we buy with our own money, not given to us. We're not a dealer. We're not affiliated with a dealer. So rest assured, only honest opinions here. Peace out. God bless. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Leave us a comment down below of what you think about our videos. Hopefully you stick around, and we'll give you our honest answers on this 800. Like I said, we picked the 800 because a lot of you always ask about the lower CC stuff, because a lot of you don't always want the most power. You want the same chassis, but you want to save money, but you don't want a lot of the power, but you still want power. Is this enough power for the money that you're saving, or should you go to the 1000? We're going to answer all that stuff in upcoming videos after we get some time on this thing and give you our honest feedback. Peace out and God bless. We'll see you in the next one.